you hear or read about any entrepreneur talk about their success, the common thing they say is that they simply followed and believed in their passion. They had a dream, they believed in it, and they believed in themselves to make it come to fruition. Sounds simple, right? So then why are most people not able to have the same success? And I believe that it's a number of factors, too many to go over in the remaining time that we have left, but there are major ones. One is fear. We are afraid to go for our dream because it's viewed as risky or stupid. Yet, if we want to taste the fruits in life, we have to go out on a limb sometimes to taste it. Another is time. We don't have enough time in our days to go for the dreams. Don't be silly. Well, if you're not making room for new activities and new things to enter your life, it isn't. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's not going to happen. And I'm not going to insult your intelligence because we're all connected. We all get it. Time is running out. And I don't want something like my story, a tragic event, for people to wake up and go, oh my God, time is precious. If we don't take advantage of what we have right in front of us right now, when are we ever going to find it? I heard a very interesting quote. I love quotes. And think about this. They say that time is going by so quickly, that time is running out. No, it's not. We're the one that leaves. Time is the one that stays. Get it? But the biggest factor I think that holds so many of us back is a pure lack of desire. Nobody ever promised us that this life is going to be easy. If we want for things in life, we have to roll up our sleeves, get dirty, and get the job done. We can dream all the dreams that we want, but if we don't take any action to make those dreams come true, then who do we have to blame except for ourselves? So, in March of 2006, I would find out in the strangest of ways what my dream would become. And I was 45 at the time. As part of my recovery with Mel's passing, I turned to journaling. And journaling, I wrote every fear, concern, thought, funny, I put everything in those journals. And it was over about 1,000 pages, and I just kept on going it. And it was really unusual because even as a child, as a little girl, I never had a diary. I didn't like to write, but I loved to read. So I looked at those journals as my salvation. And I knew that there was a lot of important things that I was writing about. And I thought that one day I would turn those into a book. So around this time, my inner voice was rumbling again and was urging me to write my story, to write our story. And I learned from past years to simply listen to that inner voice. There's no point fighting it, just listening to it, because how many of us have said, geez, I should have listened to that inner voice. Right? So one night, I gave in and I sat in front of my computer and I started to type. And as I did that, something much bigger took over. And I'm going to say something to you that you may understand or may think that I'm completely nuts. And that's okay. I've been called worse. I did not write this book alone. I had help. When I gave in and let my inner voice urge and just take over, something incredible happened. And now I think I know exactly what they mean by the definition or the title of a ghostwriter. This is the child that my husband and I never had. He helped me write her. This is, I had him help me. As the words flew out of my fingers and onto the screen, many nights I sat in disbelief and just went, what is going on? To say that I was having an out-of-body experience would be a very accurate statement. How could someone who had no clue on how to even begin writing a book have the chapters come out exactly the way that they are in Tasting Rain today? I assumed that I would use those 5-6 journals over 1,000 pages to write. I didn't pick up one. So when I sat down, it was March 23rd, and before I knew it, 4 months later, it was summer, and I had finished writing a book. I realized I had accidentally written a book. There were times during that process that the tears would be running down my face. And it wasn't tears of sadness. Well, sometimes it was tears of sadness. It was very healing for me. But most of those tears were of shock, of joy, and excitement. Because it was during that exquisite time that I discovered something new about myself that I had no idea. I absolutely loved writing stories. I loved being a storyteller. It gave me such personal fulfillment that I imagined, and I started to dream of how wonderful my life could be if I could actually make a living doing this. And I didn't just dream it once in a while. I envisioned it happening all the time. Writing became and continues to be my passion. I knew that Tasting Rain was special and that I needed to get it out into the public. But the decision to go ahead with publishing was like peeling back the layers of the onion. Do I do this part-time? Do I do it full-time? Do I spend all my life savings going for my dream? Do I know anything about the book? On and on and on. And as I pulled back the layers, there was something right in the middle that told me what I should do. Why not? Why not? Did I make the right decision to pursue my dream of releasing Tasting Rain? Tasting Rain is on its way to becoming a national bestseller. I know! This coming from someone who has never written anything before. Nothing published, no articles, nothing. Tasting Rain, I don't care if I don't sell another book after today, because I know that it's a huge success. It has touched people's hearts and has changed the way that people view the power of thoughts. And you know why? Because my story is your story. We are all connected. I am speaking your language. I am you. You are me. Who doesn't want health and happiness and love and prosperity in their life? Who doesn't want to live the life of their dreams? I know that it is possible with a positive mind, a positive attitude, believing in yourself, that the possibilities are endless, even for an ordinary person like me and like you. I thank you so much for being here. It is my... Oh! I don't know your name, and you know what? You're not a stranger, because you know what? Our best friends were strangers at one time, right? There's two people. I want to give you a free complimentary book, and you for laughing at my jokes, because I think I'm very funny.
I'm going to buy the book and send it to Moncton, New Brunswick. Everything you said, she's ready for. She's 44 and she needs it more than
And that's why I'm here.
you can imagine.
And that's why I'm here. We all measure success
I'm
very
going to ask
differently.
you to sign
I'm going to sign. I'm at booth 164B, and I'm going to personally sign books. And is there any questions? Because I actually haven't had a 5-minute warning. What time is it? Oh, okay, no problem. Hi, I am on Facebook, and my Facebook page is called It's Your Life, So Why Not Now? So come by my booth, okay? Get my card and all of that. Is there any other questions? I'm so delighted to be. Toronto's my second home. My family's here. More of my family live in Toronto than in Winnipeg. If there's no other questions, I thank you for your time. It was my honor. Thank you.